And now we have to introduce a very terrible character that has shown up in a lot of old Hollywood stuff. I'm just gonna say it. He's like the Harvey Weinstein of
For sure.
yeah, right.
Sure, he was the blueprint.
Yeah,
He was the Harvey blueprint.
yeah. His
Absolutely.
name is Louis B. Mayer. He was the head of MGM, a very big production studio, and he's very scary. There were a lot
Yeah.
of people in the business that he did a lot of horrible shit to. He sexually assaulted Judy Garland. He tried to come on to Shirley Temple's mom while he knew his business partner was actually assaulting Shirley Temple.
Yeah.
Ugh,
But he
gross.
in the quote unquote golden age of film, he could make or break your career. That saying, like, you'll never work in this town again, is probably
From
something that
him. And that
yeah,
is that
probably.
that evil trope that we all have heard over and over and over about the ugly side of Hollywood is Louis B. Mayer. So let's
He
just put
is
that.
the blueprint.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. But unfortunately, he's super powerful. One day, Elizabeth and her mom go into his office and they're like, we heard Elizabeth is being considered for a musical movie, but she doesn't sing, she doesn't dance. We don't have any voice lessons planned. Like, should we get on
How's she
top of
gonna do
that?
this? Yeah.
We don't want her to embarrass herself. And this fucking guy loses his shit. And he's like, who do you think you are coming in here talking to me about how to run my studio? And he told Sarah, I took your fucking daughter out of the gutter. My man.
Excuse me, wait, whoa. Gutter?
Gutter?
Gutter? We came from
Gutter?
English high society and we came here and we were doing just fine.
We were
Sounds like
riding horses on 3,000 acres of old British money.
there's no gutters in this situation. There's none.
Où est le gutter? There's none.
Katie pulling out the French. She's pissed.
There's no gutters, my man.
It feels like you might do a this fucking guy episode. On him.
I probably, yep.
He did one of your main girls wrong, Miss Judy. So you might hate him.
Yes, I am predisposed to already not care for this man very much because of my deep love for Judy Garland.
In response to taking me out of the gutter situation, Elizabeth says that she swore for the first time in her whole life. According to Elizabeth, she shot up and said, "Don't you dare to speak to me that way. You and your studio can go to hell, and I will not be stepping another foot on this lot until you apologize to my mother," and storms out of the office.
Yes, honey. Okay. She is 15 years old. She is a 15-year-old girl, and this is the most powerful man in the entertainment business. And she storms out of his office and runs into the lobby. And once she's out of his earshot, she starts crying, which
Katie.
big Pisces move. I have my feelings. You are going to hear about those feelings. And then immediately afterwards, I am going to have to cry about it for 5 to 10 minutes.
Absolutely.
Yes. But this is when Elizabeth Taylor learned that about herself. Because she'd never been faced with this kind of, this like negativity before. She was like, I had never used a curse word before in my life. I had never really even heard curse words before in my life. And now I fucking love to curse. But I curse for fun. I don't curse for hate. And she was like, this was not
That's
cursing
powerful.
for fun.
That's
this
powerful.
was cursing for hate. It's
Okay.
like adding seasoning to your food, you know? Like,
I love this. So, fuck me.
Yeah.
Fuck.
yeah, fuck yes, but not in anger. But that was the first time anybody had cursed at her in her entire life.
Finally got to mouth off to somebody. And
Yeah.
this is the first time that our girl has stepped into her big clit energy.
Undeniable big clit energy, 100%.
She would later say that she had no idea what gave her the courage to speak that way to him at that time. I mean, grown-ass men were getting yelled at by this child molesting lunatic every day, and everyone just laid around and took it because he had money. But, honey, you are not gonna speak to Sarah Taylor that way because she my mama. Absolutely not.
Do you know who my godfather is? He is a glamour boy. Basically, everyone assumed that Elizabeth Taylor was about to be fired and just have her contract ripped up. Because I'm sure there was some kind of clause in there about, like, don't yell at Louis B. Mayer, you know? So she and her mom went home and they just waited for the call to come that she was being fired. Elizabeth started telling her mom, you know what? I don't even care. If I get fired, I can go to school. If I get fired, I can go to prom. I can go hang out with friends. I can have a normal life if I get fired.
She's just
so
like
I'm
optimistic, like I can live
yeah.
normally. Yeah.
Yeah, she's like, I'm not even stressed. If I get fired, maybe it's for the best.
The call never came, and Elizabeth was never fired. MGM wasn't going to let her go to another studio. Like, are you kidding me? They're gonna
Yeah.
milk every single penny from her. And this began Elizabeth Taylor's difficult relationship with her studio. This also began Elizabeth's realization that she wasn't a person to Louis B. Mayer and his colleagues. She's a dollar sign. She's money and nothing else.
Literally nothing else. Well, that got dark.
I know.
Do you want to talk about diamonds?
Yes, please.
Yes, please.